Man, YouTube was that with your boys out back with another one, man. Gervontay Tank Davis announces his retirement plan in 2027. I believe he said he wants to fight Devin Haney, Shakur, and Lomachenko. Now Lomachenko is quote unquote planning on giving it up, but he want that tank fight, right? So come get that tank fight, sir. That's what you want. Come get it. You know Devin Haney fight is gonna happen sometime in the future. I think Devin Haney needs time to get that ring rust off, shake off the mental anguish from that loss he took against Ryan, and just get back to the fundamentals. Work on the blocking, work on slipping, blocking, work on probing, controlling the line. Because no way Ryan Garcia should you be able to step on your line and just throw a left hook. That shouldn't be happening. And Shakur, you know, that Shakur fight is gonna happen real soon. Shakur's defense is amazing. He got to work on staying in range so he can counter. Uh, and I think he'll be okay. So all these fights are super fights waiting to happen. Haney and Tankman, it was very competitive talking for a long time. Before Haney got beat by Ryan, we saw Tank had a better display. I think it's safe to say Tank is the best 135 pounder in the world right now. With that being said, let's get him out.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, interesting news, shocking news. As one of the faces of the sport of boxing, undefeated three-division world champion, superstar boxer, who is the reigning WBA lightweight world champion, one of the top 10, top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world, at only 29 years of age, with a record of 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. That being Gervontay Tank Davis has now announced that he will not be fighting past 36 fights. Gervontay Tank Davis says he has 6 fights left. He's going to fulfill the rest of his contract. It's reported that he signed a massive deal with Amazon Prime, Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman. That's worth a 6-fight, $240 million deal. And Gervontay Tank Davis is looking to satisfy the biggest fights, the list of fighters. 6 fighters on the list. Vasyl Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and he hasn't revealed the other fighters on his list as of yet. Teofimo Lopez is not on the list of fighters. He's not. But I'm sure eventually he'll pop up on that list. But these 3 fighters, he wants to make sure he secures these 3 fights. And one is speculating that Isaac Pitbull Cruz rematch is on that list as well. So Gervontay Tank Davis was in negotiations to check off another name off that list, which is Vasyl Lomachenko. But Vasyl Lomachenko swept the rug right from underneath his feet, shockingly. And Vasyl Lomachenko, they were supposed to have a unification bout for the new start of a linealship, a new chain of linealship, November 23rd. But Lomachenko decided he's not going to fight until 2025.
It's the shit I be talking about. Tank the duck do, right? They say tank the duck, but let Lomachenko duck, no consequence. And then when we acknowledge it, we the bad guys. Nah, if you gonna play one side, play both. If you gonna say tank duck, cool. Say Lomachenko duck, then they even. So gotta have equal accountability. You can't pick and choose and be subjective. Be objective with your criticism, bro.
So it made it a no-brainer that he has a lateral move and fight the next best fighter in his division, because he's considered himself the best, which is Shakur Stevenson, who is the WBC lightweight champion, 3 division champion, and former unified super featherweight. And they can start a new linealship with them. It was broken. The chain was broken when Devin Haney vacated the belts and moved up to 140 pounds and vacated the undisputed titles. So with that said, we know that there's back and forth between Shakur Stevenson and Gervontay Tank Davis, and people are saying Gervontay Tank Davis is ducking Shakur. Shakur is ducking Gervontay Tank Davis. Neither is ducking either. And it looks like now we're going to get this fight possibly in November. And Gervontay Tank Davis is being directed to go ahead and fight a rematch with Isaac Cruz. But his hit list includes Shakur Stevenson, and he's not trying to stick around long. So he wants to get the Shakur Stevenson fight ASAP. Now, these fights can be 6 fights can include a rematch. If he was to lose to Shakur, lose to Devin, or lose to Lomachenko, he's going to have a rematch clause. So that can include one of the 6 fights. But it's shocking because if Tank fights 2 times a year, which he's looking to do, he's looking to retire by 2027, right? If he gets 2 fights in this year, and then he gets 2 fights in, this year, and he already had the Frank Martin fight in June. Now, if he gets the fight with Shakur Stevenson in November, okay, then he gets 2 fights in next year in 2025. Let's say he gets the Devin Haney fight, the Lomachenko fight. Okay, that's 2025. And in 2026, he gets 2 fights in. Let's say Isaac
I'm the
Cruz and
weird girl.
Teofimo Lopez, right?
Um, I think that is too much speculation going on, bro. I think that I think we should just wait to see who he fights. I don't think it's obvious some people we know the super fights. We know the people around his division who is worth fighting, who's going to generate the most money, pay-per-view revenue, and who people have been questioning can he beat. And I think nobody in 135 or 140 beats him. I think it should get hard for Tank when he go up to welterweight. I think that's when Tank starts to struggle because who knows how high his power scales up to, Who knows? You know? We know boxing is a striking sport, and we know that Tank is top top 3, top 2, top 1 strikers in the whole sport. We know that he can strike just as well as anybody. He can punch, he can strike. You know, he might not be the best boxer technically, but he can strike, bro. And striking can negate a whole lot of technical flaws. You know, so with that being said, man, y'all boys like, comment, subscribe, share this, man. We on the road to 2K subs, man. I love y'all till next time.